Hey, Aries, intuitive soul coach here with your August 2024 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Aries, this is intense right off the bat here. Now, bottom of the deck, you do have the key card. This does talk about important choices in matters of the heart. Now, this could be a romantic relationship, a friendship. It could be a family dynamic. So please take it as it resonates to you, Aries. Love shows up in many different forms, but I do see that some of you have either blocked or you've closed your heart off to a specific energy, and that is going to bring in big changes. And you may even be opening up after a time of shutting down for a bit. You may be really reevaluating and checking in with your intuition. I also get, for some of you, there may have been communication or something that you heard and you didn't like what you heard, or it may have been very difficult for someone to hear what you had to say or what you didn't have to say, for that matter. We have the devil showing up here. We do have the high priestess. There could have been secrets. We have the page of swords. So I feel like there was something spoken or unspoken that left a bit of a silence in the air, but it caused a very big change in your life. And for some of you, yeah, we have the Sun and the Five of Pentacles showing up. And this did feel, I mean, the Sun is Leo energy. And I feel like you are coming in from the cold, Aries. You're coming in from the cold. You are focusing on a new sense of happiness. And I get the message here that for some of you, there was a situation in the past. As I look, we have Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, but it's in reverse. There was a situation that did bring you a lot of happiness at one point, but then it became tainted. Then it became a little bit sour, right? And I feel like something did leave a sour taste in your mouth. We have Justice and the Seven of Swords showing up with the Queen of Swords. I mean, you could have disconnected from this energy, left you walking away on your own. Hermit, Ten of Swords. Whew. All right, Aries, you do have a lot happening here. This cycle is complete. We have the World, bottom of the deck. What's showing up in your hopes and fears? Hopes and fears, Queen of Pentacles, to get back to a place of stability here in the physical world. Okay, final outcome for Aries, please. Final outcome. All right. So we do see that you're moving on, and your first card out here is the moving up. This is moving on, moving out, moving up. It has been difficult. Whenever I get this climbing card, you see that he's basically, looks like he's climbing the impossible here. But the word itself, impossible, spells I'm possible. And that's what this guy is telling himself as he's climbing, right? And you've come to this very important, pivotal piece of your life, and you're not letting the trials and tribulations, the challenges hold you back from your happiness, your vitality. And I feel like you're disconnecting from people, places, or things, Aries, that cause distractions. And as I say that, I'm seeing that little fly that lives in the plant flying around here, and that is my sign for distractions, right? And for some of you, you may have even felt like someone was holding you down or holding you back in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so when this shows up, you've overcome, or you are in the midst of overcoming some very difficult lessons. Okay, and you're reevaluating. Your first card out is a Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles, sevens in general, are all about reevaluating where you're at in your relationship, where you're at in your life. Who are you? Who do you need to become to be the best version of yourself, or the grown version or the healed version, whatever it may be that you are reevaluating. But I feel like there has been, or you're currently in the midst of, an abrupt ending or shutting yourself off to whatever this devil energy is that's showing up in your recent past. A lot of you, you already know what this is, right? You know what the devil is for you. Now, you may have been cycling around. Some of you, this is a repetitive story that has finally come to its peak in some way, shape, or form, and now you're ready to descend. You're ready. I mean, even though we do have the moving up, in a way, I feel like you letting go of this energy is allowing you to evolve, allowing you to ascend. But when it comes to this specific person or dynamic, I feel like you are moving on, but it may not be with this energy, okay? For others of you, if you've gone through a situation in the past where there was a lot of growth that needed to take place, you may have separated from this energy for quite some time to grow, to mature, to evolve, or to even see if someone else was going to. There may have been a lot that's happened in the time frame that you weren't together, or that you haven't connected, or you haven't talked. For some of you, this could even be your own children. There may have been an ending. If you haven't spoken to someone for quite some time, but you've been wanting to connect with them in some way and you weren't quite sure how it was going to turn out, that could be coming to an end, where there may be someone breaking the silence. Because I do get, for some of you, this is either a silence, or it's what is either said or not said is the message I'm getting. And regardless of where you're at on that spectrum, there is going to be big changes. You have the butterfly. This is major transformation, major shifts happening in your world. And for those of you that have even been single for quite some time, that could come to a quick ending, where you meet someone and the energy shifts quite quickly for you, because your outcome does look quite beautiful. I will say that here, even though it's going to require some opening up in some way, shape, or form at some point when you feel ready, of course. Now, bottom of the deck, important choices, important changes around home matters. But Spirit is saying, don't rush impulsively into making these decisions. But for a lot of you, I feel like you've been thinking about this for some time. Seven of Pentacles isn't a rushed energy. It is a needing patience, needing some patience here. Or for some of you, you've lost patience in a situation. Yeah, you've lost patience. You're saying, Mel, I've tried to deal with this devil. I've tried to see if things would change. I need to move up in some way, shape, or form. Therefore, you're making decisions that are in your highest good. Some of you may have even closed down your intuition, right? You may have closed down your intuition because you wanted what you wanted, right? The heart wants what the heart wants, or sometimes the ego or the beliefs. We navigate towards things that sometimes we know they may be challenging or difficult, or we don't want to know. We shut down the red flags, right? But with the High Priestess crossing your path, it's loud and clear now. You're able to tap into this energy. And there was a sense of mystery, a sense of secrets. I mean, with the Seven of Swords showing up here, someone that you may even be divorcing from or leaving, there may have been secrets that have come out after the fact, is what I'm getting for you as well. Or your intuition may know, now that you have a little more clarity or understanding, you may see that something may have been happening all along, or some of you knew all along that this was a relationship, whatever type, right? Whatever type, it was a relationship that was meant to help you shake things up, or to teach you something about yourself, and then move on, okay? And that can be difficult, especially when the heart is involved. But the interesting thing is here, I don't see any hearts in your reading, not one. So some of you, you've shut down emotionally because of some secrets or some endings, or because someone had done something, you found out about something. Yeah, and you shut down emotionally. And that's why there has been choices or changes that are occurring in your love life. Your first card out, Aries, is the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is reevaluating, as mentioned. It's reflecting. Plans may not have turned out the way that you thought, okay? And some of you are second guessing your own intuition. You may be thinking, I thought this was the relationship, or I thought that I'd raise the children better, or I thought, right? There's something about you judging yourself here in a situation, Aries. Spirit wants you to release judgment, shame, criticism, heal from that, work through that energy. You may even have stayed in a situation for quite some time because there had already been time put into it, and you thought with time things would change, right? Or a person would change. But I felt like you may have been sacrificing your own happiness. For some of you, if you are single, it's because there was this, ending things. This person, this energy, this situation that you may have gone through in the past was a catalyst to your healing, to change your energy in some way, shape, or form. But it also allowed you to step into your spiritual gifts and to trust in your intuition and to connect you with your higher self. And maybe you're able to see the lessons for what they are now. I also am getting, with the Justice card showing up in your energy, you may see that someone is receiving their karma, or you may realize or come to an understanding that this was a karmic relationship. The High Priestess, as you're crossing energy, says there was some sort of agenda, right? And it may have been hush hush. This could even be you, Aries, where you have an agenda, and it doesn't have to be, negative. It could be you doing what you need to do to move up, or move quite literally. Maybe some of you are saving some money and you want to get out of a situation that feels toxic, right? Or you're keeping something secret at this time until you're able to make a physical move. And I feel like your intuition is on point right now. And even though you may be second guessing or questioning, I feel like you're going to come out in a better position here, because we do have the Justice and the Seven of Swords. Okay. I also see for some of you, you may have been the one. Now, of course, roles can be reversed, so take it as it resonates. Perhaps you were keeping something secret. There could have been a hidden lover, or there could have been some secrets between you and someone else. And that could be coming out, or you may have ended a situation because you realize that you don't want to move on the way that you were prior, right? Or you don't want to keep doing what you've been doing because you know that there's no growth in it. That's kind of what I get for some of you. Now, in your foundation, Page of Swords. Page of Swords is naive at times, but they are wanting the facts. They're wanting the truth, but they don't know everything, right? Sometimes they think they do, Page of Swords, but this can be communication, messages. It can be law, legal situations, intellect, the mind, conversing. I feel like there may have been a lot of getting to know someone in your deep foundation. And perhaps it feels like this relationship, regardless of length of time, it feels like it could never quite get off the ground. Okay. And that's what I mean by something or someone holding you back in some way, shape, or form. Or if some of you, this is your own children, Maybe the relationship, maybe you are the child as well. It could be you and your parents. It could be you and your own children. Maybe it's siblings. Okay. It may have even started a long time ago with this Page of Swords, but I feel like you wanted to grow. You wanted to learn. But at the same time, some of you, this is young love. Maybe you've been with someone for a while, or you just knew that this dynamic was at this level that you were hoping it would get to maybe the king or the emperor, queen, or empress status. But I feel like it's not evolving in the way that you had hoped. And for those of you that are single, you may have been open to meeting new people, but it just doesn't move forward in the way that you would like, or you're coming up with some people who fabricate who they are. I feel like there is hidden truths showing up. People tend to embellish a bit at times when they're meeting someone. They make their lives look a little bit better, but you don't want that, right? You want the truth, the whole truth. Lay it all out there. If you have stuff, let's talk about it. You don't want someone to sugarcoat it or tell you it's good with their ex or good with their family when it's a complete joke. And I feel for some of you, people haven't been honest, and that's why you end things quickly. If you start something and then now there may be red flags that show up, you're like, nope, I don't want that. That's not healthy, or that's not for me. I'd rather stay single, or I'd rather find my peace. And for those of you that are in a relationship, I mean, there could be another energy external of the relationship that you may be cutting out in some way, shape, or form. Now, in the recent past, you do have the devil in reverse. I mean, he's tempting. Look at him in the upright. He has those beautiful green eyes, but he's no good. He's no good. And I feel for a lot of you, you're reclaiming your power. You're freeing yourself. And now you're seeing the ugly. You're seeing the ugly in someone, or you're seeing who they truly are, or some sort of true colors, or, you know, you could even be, I mean, we all have shadows, right? And that can sometimes look a little ugly. And I feel like this person, it's their responsibility to heal their shadows, their wounds, or what others would consider ugly within them. Right? And this person may not be willing to do so at this, at this juncture, but this is in recent past. So because it's showing up here, you're saying it doesn't make me happy. And this could even be something within yourself, Aries. It could be an addiction. It could be obsessions. It could be codependency. It can be fears, manipulation, materialism. I mean, the devil can hold its grips and it can be tempting, but you're saying whatever this is for you, person, patterns, habits, you're disengaging from it. You're cutting this off because it's not bringing you happiness. It's actually hindering it. It's holding you out in the cold as hostage. It's not allowing you to feel good in the physical material world. The sun showing up here is Leo energy. These decisions, these choices, this ending, but also the best part, this moving up, this ascension, this soul growth, this relationship or this dynamic is happening here in the month of August. The Leo energy with the sun, and you're going to regain your sense of happiness. And for those of you that are saying, Mel, I'm happy. I'm good. Trust your intuition. You probably are good if you release the devil. But I also see that you're good because you're getting honest with yourself, Aries. You're getting honest with yourself, or there's some sort of truth. And when we hold our breaths, we don't quite know the truth of a situation. We think we know, but we don't have evidence. I feel like there is evidence here coming in some way, shape, or form. And because we have the Justice card with the Seven of Swords, and there is going to be something that allows you to take it to the next level. For some of you that are dealing with an actual case, a legal case or a legal situation, I mean, evidence could come out in that. But I feel the Five of Pentacles showing up in reverse is about big changes in your physical world, in your earthly world. Pentacles is the physical. Also, health-wise, for some of you, you weren't feeling at your best. You weren't feeling as vital or as abundant, but you're regaining your sense of confidence. This can be solar plexus energy. For some of you, you may have even had troubles eating, okay? Troubles eating, trouble sleeping, or you just needed some extra time for yourself. Maybe you laid in bed for a while. You don't want to get up, or you had to push yourself through a situation. And the sun will come out tomorrow, as Annie says. And I feel like you will regain your sense of equilibrium, your sense of balance, because we have the Queen of Swords showing up in your near future. Queen of Swords is Libran energy. This is your opposite on the astral wheel, Aries. And we also are in Aries Libra, North and South node on a collective level. And this is about moving on. It's about boundaries. It's intuition. It's logic. She is someone who, she's straight for the truth. And there's a lot of truth coming up in this energy. And this could be your personal truth, Aries. This could be you knowing who the hell you are. And if this devil, whatever that is for you, whether it's something within yourself, your own shadow, it could be someone else, it could be a relationship, you know now what you didn't know then. And it's allowing you to disconnect, possibly quite abruptly. You know, maybe this is, you know, a pattern of drinking or substance abuse, and you wake up the next morning and maybe you've done something or you said something or you don't remember or whatever it was, and you say, enough is enough. I'm ending this once and for all, right? And maybe you disconnect from it, and it may feel hard with that Five of Pentacles, right? It may feel hard, but you're climbing up. Is it going to bring big changes? Absolutely. For others of you, if this is a person, same thing, right? Enough is enough. If something is making you unhappy and it's affecting your mental, physical, emotional health, you're disconnecting from it and you're moving on. The Queen of Swords is all about boundaries. And if you lie to her, or if there's some hidden truths, she's going to know. She's going to know, and she's going to find the evidence as well. But I feel like logically, the right thing to do is to move forward. And that's what you're doing. And there's no heart involved here. It's not saying you don't have a heart, Aries. You absolutely do. But you see that this cup, and this is so interesting. I love the illustration in this Queen of Swords. But you actually see that the cup here is caged. It's like she's telling herself, oh, look what happened when I got my cup involved last time. I kept saying yes to this tempting devil, right? I kept letting my emotions draw me back in. Now I'm using my logic, my intellect, my self-worth, my boundaries, my truth. And look at all these flags showing up. There's a blue flag, which is about communication, right? There's a red flag. There's a yellow flag. It almost resembles, you know, stop and or slow down and stop. It's like you had to slow down. You had to really process. Maybe some of you don't even want to slow down. You just cut off some sort of communication. You're like, I'm done. I'm moving on. I've already slowed down. I don't need to sit in this energy. Now, how are you doing? You want justice. I feel like you do want justice here for something that had happened. This could be karma. Roles could be reversed here, but the Seven of Swords with the justice showing up is, yeah, life isn't fair sometimes. It feels that way. We're tricked. We're tricked. Our hearts can, you know, really pull us. Our emotions, I should say, not our hearts. Love is love, but our emotions can pull us, and our our balance can be thrown off sometimes when there are secrets, or when we're trying to get away with things, or, we're just not being fully honest with ourselves, when there are misconceptions, mistruths. I mean, Seven of Swords can also be about dishonesty revealed, lies exposed, someone caught in the act. And you're saying, what the heck happened? And it's difficult. But we have double Libran energy showing up here for you. So for some of you, there may be something fully transforming, or a decision fully made during Libran season. Okay, September 23rd to October 22nd. Some of you may be dealing with a Libra. Or there will be some important chases. Maybe some of you are chasing choices made around this situation, such as, physicalities of a home, or, children, or a move, vehicles, things of that nature by Libran season. Okay. Now, what we have in your environment is the Hermit, a lot of soul searching, a lot of reflecting, deep evaluation here. But ultimately, the Ten of Swords is a graceful ending. Okay. And some of you are like, Mel, this is not graceful. This is hard. This is deep. But on this Ten of Swords, I love the illustration here, because typically we see 10 swords in the back, and we see her walking with her, with the birds here. A lot of air in your reading, a lot of air. I feel like you're being lifted up. You're being carried in a sense. It reminds me of the whole footsteps Jesus thing. I mean, I'm not religious, but I feel like spiritually, your guides are lifting you up here. Your ancestors, your higher power, whatever it is that you believe in, right? You're being lifted in a way that is helping you through some difficulties. Okay, something is being lifted from you. That could even be what's coming to a complete end. If you've been going through the feelings, or if you've been evaluating your life for quite some time, maybe you've been in a relationship, or you have been single, I feel like you're coming out of this, I almost want to say persecution, even though that sounds pretty intense. Some of you are coming out of this devil energy, and you're ready to embrace a new day. A new day has dawned. You're ready to embrace your happiness, your vitality here, because you've done the work. You've done the soul searching. You have the wisdom here with the Hermit. You've introspected, right? You've been in a place of solitude, or you are heading there. And I feel like during this solitude, during some space, during a break, during, maybe a separation, a timeout period, whatever it was for you, you're moving on now to a brand new beginning. Endings bringing in new beginnings. The 10 breaks down to 1. You've come as far as you can in this leg of your journey, quite literally, with the moving up, and you're hitting the next level of your soul's path, Aries. And your hopes and fears are to find and bring stability and peace and abundance to your earthly realm. Now, Queen of Pentacles, she's tuned in. She's connected. You see that her eyes are closed. She's holding the pentacle there, and she has the little antennas coming from her crown chakra that directly connect her, right, to all things on earth. And she's able to have this sense of awareness. You're highly intuitive. You know what's going on around you. You know the energy. You can read and feel, and you're very intuitive, right? You are someone who has grown and you've learned. The fear here is, what if I don't find stability in the physical world? Or what if I'm, and it's interesting because I feel like you're not even looking at the what ifs anymore. It's like you are determined with the Queen of Swords. Some of you, this is a same-sex relationship, or it's a different version of yourself wherein you want to open up more. Okay, Queen of Swords, she can be very, I'm just moving forward, right? I'm doing what I need to do. But maybe the hope here is that you can find a new sense of stability in your world. And I feel like the fear part of it, you've already pushed through. So I don't even feel like we need to look at the fear side of the Queen of Pentacles. Because you're going to hit your stride. You're going to be successful, or you are successful already. For some of you, this dynamic was holding you back financially. Okay, financially. Some of you, perhaps you were the breadwinner, or perhaps maybe this forces you to move forward and do something within your career that you wouldn't have taken the leap doing while you were stuck in this. Okay, the outcome is the Four of Wands. There is some magic here. There's some wand energy, and we get a bit of heaviness. I mean, I feel heady energy, very heady, very in your head, very logical, very thought. I mean, Queen of Swords, she's a thought leader. She's a transformative thought leader, and her thoughts alone can transform her life. As Wayne Dyer says, change your thoughts, change your life. And you're doing so. You're choosing to believe in this new path for yourself, and you're taking action on it. Now, Four of Wands, yes, plans may not have turned out the way that you had hoped, or the way that maybe your intuition was leading you towards. Okay? But I feel like this situation could actually have been the catalyst, or it will be, to connecting you with a twin flame. And I don't talk about twin flames a lot, okay? But this is the twin flame card, 1111, Four of Wands. For others of you, you are dealing with a karmic relationship. And I feel for some of you, there is going to be a call off of an engagement, okay? Call off of an engagement. For others of you, there's going to be big changes, because this isn't the dynamic you are meant to be in. And this is going to lead you towards something a lot happier, a lot more fun, a lot more abundant and adventurous. This is a spiritually stable union. Okay, Four of Wands is the outcome. This is spiritual. And you see these two dancing. You could meet someone new. I mean, this is regaining a sense of balance spiritually. And Four of Wands could be a milestone on your path. This could be a celebration. This could be stepping up here. I keep getting graduation. You've graduated to the next level, right? You've graduated from the next level, and it's time to move up, whatever that may mean. There could be a renewed sense of stability in your love life after an ending has occurred. All right, let's get a message here from the wisdom of the oracle. What do we have for Aries? Whew, Aries, this is an intense one for you. We have milk and honey. Milk and honey, card 51. Some of you may be 51 years old. You may be a 6 life path, or in a 6 personal year. All right, 51. It is showing up a little bit in the reverse, so we're going to read the reversal as well. But I want to read the reverse first, because some of you are going through it, but you're going to get to the rainbow, okay? And that's what we see here. A nameless unease compels you to turn to pleasure and comfort. Well, hello, devil. He's all about pleasure and comfort. I mean, this is something that we all, each and every single one of us souls having this human experience, we all run to these earthly pleasures. There's nothing wrong with it. It's part of our human experience, but it's when it starts to dampen our livelihood. That's when there becomes problems. And that's when we escape. Right? A nameless unease compels you to turn to pleasure and comfort as a means to escape what's really going on. It works in the moment, but only fleetingly, before the feelings return and you need to re-up until you're exhausted, feeling worse than before. You can make a choice. We have choices here. You can continue struggling, Aries. You can, right? That's a choice. Or you may see the light. There's the sun. And choose to surrender to spirit. Now is the time for practicing extreme self-care. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles, she is extreme self-care. That's what we need to practice. If you can, do so before you engage in behaviors that you will regret later. Cut that out. Abrupt ending. We don't want to have those regrets later, right? You're so loved, Aries. You're so cared for. Feel love and compassion for yourself. Turn your troubles over to the divine for healing. That's all that counts right now. Because when you do, sensuality, connection, and passionate romance between lovers, that's what the Four of Wands is. This is understanding, sweet moments of understanding, a love amongst friends and family. They're all here when we surrender, when we let go of this nameless, we're just going to say nameless unease. Could be a Capricorn. I just heard Salvatore? Okay, I'm not even sure what, is that a person? Is that a name? Is that a place? Salvatore. I feel like there could be a little accent there, or a little, maybe salva, and then the T could be a T or a D. Take it as it resonates with that double. And I just heard Eduardo as well. Eduardo. Someone has an accent, or someone may roll their R's. Someone could pronounce a certain letter, or maybe a letter in their name is pronounced silently. Ooh, okay. Some of you, there's a hidden letter in a name, such as a J. All right. Now, again, outcome energy being the Four of Wands. When that rainbow hits, when that rainbow strikes, your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you will be nourished with the honey of abundance. Wow, beautiful energy. All right, last but not least, let's get a message from your crystal spirits. And at this time, I just ask, Aries, if you can, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra, your belly area. Nice big inhale. Hold it for as long as you can and release with a nice big sigh. And with your eyes still closed, tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first crystal or crystals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, your crystal could show up as a sparkly, shiny color, perhaps a specific shape or size. Maybe it's a favorite crystal that you wear often, or you're carrying with you at this moment. Maybe you even know the name of. There is no right or wrong answer, Aries. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your crystal, or if you had more than one, drop them in the comment section below the video, and I will enter you personally into the free reading giveaway, where we draw one winner around the first of each month and post right back here on the channel. Okay. We have a synchronicity here. We always have many, don't we, in these readings? You have 51 and you have now 52. And earlier, I seen 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're definitely moving up, okay? Trust that whatever choices, whatever's going on in your love life, in your relationships where maybe there was or is emotional connections or ties, you're moving up. Okay, your crystal is sodalite. Sodalite. This is all about intentionality, conscious awareness, and an awakened state. It's inner knowing and self-confidence, which we talk about that with the High Priestess. We talk about that with the Sun. This is clear expression of intentions. And the message for you is this. Healing doesn't require perfection, but it does require that you remain awake to the truth. Ooh, we have truth showing up left and right here. That you are a divine, beautiful being, always connected to the universe, who wants the very best for you. Spiritual amnesia will send you circling back to old patterns you vowed you'd never repeat. The appearance of sodalite is a reminder to reestablish your sense of connection so that the universe can guide you to where you need to be. Do not forget your worth, your values, and your truth. Hello, Queen of Swords. Right? Do not forget. There's the Seven of Swords as well. There is the waking up. There's the tuned in energy of the Queen of Pentacles. If you are unsure of the next move to make, meditate. As you remain present in the moment, you will more easily avoid spiritual narcolepsy and falling. Oof. Okay, we have all of these analogies here, right? Climbing, moving up. You can avoid spiritual narcolepsy and falling back into the old ways or into old patterns or old relationships. I feel like this is a very clear message for those of you that are indecisive, or you do feel that strong pull towards something of the past with that devil, because I mean, there is going to be a pull. We are human creatures of comfort and instant gratification. So when this devil shows up and this makes us feel good in the moment because it fills some sort of void, even if that void is unhealthy, Spirit is saying, don't do it. It won't be worth the cost. Okay, sodalite teaches us to be here now rather than lost in the past or gazing into the future. When you meditate with this stone, it allows us to experience the wisdom of our journey thus far. Hello, Seven of Pentacles. This is a reevaluating. It's you looking at how far you've come on your soul's journey. It encourages non-attachment from the devil, helping us to make choices in the moment from a higher perspective. That's what you're doing with the Ten of Swords. Look at those birds flying above her. And we talked about that. You're gaining knowledge. You have your guides, your higher power that is rising you, helping you rise above to be able to see things that you can't quite see when you're way down here. Right? This is helping you make choices from a higher perspective. That is what I have for you, Aries. Deep, intentional reading. Some of you absolutely need to hear this. Salvador. Wow. Okay, that's coming in here. If that's you, leave it in the comment section below. I hope this resonates. You know what to do. Trust in you. As Glennon Doyle says, we can do hard things, Aries, and I believe in you. Your guides believe in you. I know you believe in you, and you need to do what is best for you. That is what I have, Aries. I hope it resonates. If so, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you haven't already. And do drop your crystals in the comment section below the video to be entered into the free reading giveaway. Thank you so much for being here, Aries. Lots of love.